Hiya, and thank you for taking the time to watch my video. This video is going to be about if you like, the benefit system in the United Kingdom, and whether or not you think people should actually be entitled to benefit. This video, basically, my opinion is that they should be. Now, I'm going to tell you why. And I'm not saying that because I'm on benefits, because I'm actually not. I don't get anything. But I'm going to tell you why I do fundamentally believe in the benefit system in the United Kingdom and why it should be saved. Obviously, the NHS is a different kettle of fish, but I'm talking about the benefit system. Obviously, where people go and get their money to obviously help with their rent and different things like that, and my opinion of that. Now, there's loads of people. You hear people talk. When you hear people talking about the benefit system, and they're always slagging people off who, if you like, are getting benefits. I think it's safe to say that these people, um, a lot of them anyway, they're not on the same planet as most working class people. Yes, there are people who claim benefits who work. So obviously, if you like, committing fraud, and obviously I'm generally dead against that. But I'm on about the most people who are in receipt of income support and benefits. They're receiving that because they need that money. Now, you've got to ask yourself the question. Yes, it's costing this government, billions of pounds in obviously money. Obviously people are being taxed, and and obviously the average guy, if you like, he's paying for this. And yes, you might think that sometimes that you hear of people who are on benefits who are perhaps not much worse off than what you are. But you've got to look at it. I think a lot of people, they look at this thing blinkered. They seem to think that just because that person's on benefits and getting that money, that they've got a good life. Yeah. Or they might think, oh, they're getting that money and they shouldn't be getting that money because I'm working and they're not. Right? But the trouble is with this is that they're not looking. If you listen to seeing in my other videos are a little bit political, if you like, I talk about the bigger picture. Right? Anything I look at in life, I look at it as an overall. I don't just look at it on day one. I look at how it's going to affect further down the line. And you've only got to look to see what happens in other countries where there's not a benefit system to know that you've got to have a good, fair benefit system in this country. If you didn't have benefits, right, if people wasn't able to go and get help, right, then what would they be forced to do? They're already doing it where the benefit system, if you like, is people are literally a lot of people who I know are on it. They're on the breadline. They ain't got no money. I know people who have been on benefits, and when you talk to them, they're what I call existing. They're not living. You know what I mean? So you have. I think the idea of this video is that when you say about all these people on benefits, you need to get it in your own head that most of these people, probably 85, 90% of them, who are on benefits, don't want to be on it anyway. They'd much sooner be working. But you, if you're watching this, you've got loads of money, and perhaps you've never had to claim benefits, then you should thank your lucky stars, because you might have been fortunate. You might have been brought up in a society surrounded by people that were successful, that have brought you up. Yeah. And not being funny, who are you to have a go at people who if you like, who have got hardship, you know, and having a go at them and talking about them and ridiculing them when it ain't no fault of their own. Now I know you're probably thinking, yeah, but there's a lot of lazy people who don't want to work and they don't want to, and there are these people. Yes, I totally agree with you. For every probably 10 people that do want to go to work and who are looking for work, there's a couple that are probably couldn't give a monkeys about going to work and they're doing illegal activities and it quite fits in with their life. But again, You've got to look at it as an overall. Yeah, I know someone very close to me, right, who basically fell on hard times, and he had to go and try and get help because he needed help, and he was being treated like he was basically being belittled, and they were acting like he was doing something wrong. And yet this person who I'm talking about, he'd been working 40 years of his life. He'd been paying into the system all that time. And then when he's going down there, he's got someone on the other side of on other side of the desk. He's asking him questions, and he's acting like he didn't want to go to work. When like he said, can't they look at the screen? Can't they tell that I've been employed ever since I left school? And I've only recently, in the last couple of years, because of medical reasons, not been able to work. Do you know what I mean? I think the trouble with people, when you're tarnishing these people who are claiming benefits, you're throwing a net over all the people and treating them like they're all the same, and they're not. They're not. I know some good people that have had to go and get benefits, and they don't want to be on benefits. And I think the next time you think, you start acting like you're something special because you've got this great job, and they're scum because they're out of work and all that. You do seriously need to thank your lucky stars, because you don't know what's going to happen to you further down the line. Yeah, it happened to me once years ago. One minute I was working for, I'd done architecture. I was working in an architect's office. One minute I was earning good money and I was, everything was going rosy. Next thing I know, Arthur's got called in. I was one of the last ones in there. We were the first ones out. All got made redundant. So you need to, think what, this could happen to you. I'm not trying to scaremonger you. I'm just trying to make you appreciate that if you are in a good situation, you perhaps need to have a little bit more empathy, if you like, towards people that are not. Yeah, I do. Anyone, if you knew me and someone said about, oh, you about Colin, he'll tell you, I'm genuinely like that. I care about other people. I don't care about people who are horrible and who basically, who are nasty and who do horrible things. But if someone who I knew was in hard times and they needed help and I could help them, I would. And I think that's the trouble now. There's loads of people all earning big money and they don't give a monkeys about anybody else. Do you know what I mean? They really don't. You've got all these people, earning fortunes, and you've got footballers earning like £300,000 a week, and they're trying to avoid paying tax. Why? Why would you be worried about paying tax when you're earning £300,000 a week? I don't get it. I'll be glad to pay it. Yeah, I'd be glad to pay it. I genuinely we would be glad to pay that money. Why would you be worried about begrudge paying tax when you're earning all that money? And and then you got a nurse who's earning, she might be earning 25 grand a year. She's paying a fortune to live where she's got to live because she can't afford to get a mortgage, and she's getting and she's being taxed at source. She can't fiddle her tax because her tax is being taken out straight away. And you've got these big corporations who are taking billions. I'm not going to say them because I don't know how I stand legally, but I'm talking about these big companies where you buy online. They're all domiciled in other countries. They're saying that the money we're basically domiciled. They're resident. Their business is in another country. Well, it might be in another country, but the money's coming out of our country. We've got to stop this money going out. Tax it as it's going out. Anyway, I'm going to end my video now. But I do hope you think twice next time when someone's on benefits. Perhaps give them a bit more time. Please like, please subscribe, and if you did like this video, please share it, and I'd really appreciate it if you give me a thumbs up. It really helps with my. I'm trying to build my channel. Yeah, I'm trying to build up a big following, so I can be a bit more political. Thank you.